Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Marsela and I represent the Teens in the Driver's Seat program here at Franklin High School. We are here today to talk about our efforts to fight the #1 killer of teenagers in America. More than 300 teenagers in California die each year in car crashes, and thousands more are injured. And every year across America, more than 3,000 teens die in car crashes. 3,000. It would be about the same number if a commercial jetliner full of teenagers crashed once every other week for an entire year. Why do so many young people die in car crashes? The biggest reason is lack of experience combined with the top 5 dangers for young drivers. 1. Driving at night. Distractions such as texting or talking on a cell phone or having other teen drivers in the car. Speeding, not wearing seatbelts, and alcohol. Driving at night is the most common dangers young drivers face, but it's one risk that they know least about. Surveys by Teens in the Driver's Seat show that fewer than 10% of us are aware of this danger, and many of us often drive late at night. Most of us recognize that talking or texting on a cell phone while driving is dangerous, but more than half of high school seniors across America do it anyway, according to a survey by the Centers for Disease Control. The number of young California drivers involved in crashes has been going down in the past few years, and that's very good news. We're making progress, but we still have lots of room for improvement, and that's why we're starting the Teens in the Driver's Seat program here at Franklin High School. As young people, we listen to each other and are influenced a lot by our friends. Peer pressure can be a powerful thing, and we're going to use that to keep each other safe. I will now introduce Elle, who will tell you about what we plan to do about the issue of teen driver car crashes.
Good morning, my name is Elle. I also represent Teens in the Driver's Seat program here at Franklin High School. We know that any message is always going to be a lot more coming from someone our own age. That's what makes this program really work. We're using a positive twist on peer pressure to save lives here at Franklin High School, and here's how. We've worked with Impact Teen Drivers and Friday Night Live to hold student assemblies to focus on the dangers of distracted driving. We have also reached out to our younger peers by making presentations at middle school students so that they can start to form positive attitudes and habits about driving even before they're in the driver's seat. We have also conducted seatbelt counts by observing students and parents in our student parking lot. We also have many plans for the future, one of which includes replaying this recording of the press conference here on our morning bulletin at Franklin High School, so that everyone in our school can see how very important we know this is to us. We're also giving out items such as keychains, thumb rings, and air fresheners to remind and motivate our friends to drive safely. But no matter what we're doing, we want to make sure that messages is coming from us so that our friends and classmates can really listen and understand. Strong law and driving education are very important, but law and trainings are not enough. We have to change the way we think about driving. For example, let's remember that even though drunk driving has been against the law for a long time, there was a time when people accepted it. Then something very important happened. Slowly but surely, drunk driving became something that more and more people would simply not accept. We can do the same with distracted driving, but only if we change the way we think about distracted driving, only if we change our driving culture and our driving attitude. To do that, we need to start with young drivers, and that's what Teens in the Driver's Seat is really all about. Teens in the Driver's Seat program really does work. Research shows that cell phone usage while driving has dropped by 30% at many schools, and seatbelt usage has gone up by 14%. Research also shows that schools with active teen driver's seat programs have reduced fatal car crashes by 15%. We believe that we can do the same and more here at Franklin High School. We would like to express our sincere thanks to the California Office of Traffic Safety and to State Farm for supporting our efforts to stop the #1 killer of teenagers in America. It is my honor to now introduce Lisa Dixon, representing the California Office of Traffic Safety. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, and thank you all for being here. On behalf of the California Office of Traffic Safety and Director Chris Murphy, I want to congratulate the students of Franklin High School for taking this life-saving and life-affirming task. I also want to take this opportunity to endorse our partnership with Teen in the Driver's Seat and Russ Hink and his staff. Most of you may already know that OTS is very passionate about traffic safety. But did you know that Our office is just a few miles up the road. We're right by I-5 and Laguna, and that some of our kids have actually gone to high school here at Franklin. I have a son that attends Sheldon High School, so we really do have a vested interest in this area and teen safety. You probably also heard, just like the ladies behind me just mentioned, that teen crashes is the #1 killer of young people. Car crashes, I'm sorry, is the #1 killer of young people. And she mentioned the number of 3,000. That would be as if this entire school was killed. That's huge. So we're very happy to see this program being implemented here at your school. For a while we thought that we were doing pretty good as far as we saw the numbers going down as far as teen crashes between 2005 and 2010. Teen deaths dropped about 60%. The drop in teen death actually led the way for all of our other program categories. But we've taken a closer look recently, and the death projections for 2011 no longer show those declines. So we're actually going in the wrong direction now. The death rates for teen drivers are now starting to go back up. And so unfortunately, even for 2012, those numbers seem to still be going in the wrong direction. So you've also heard us say over and over again to be safe, and when you're behind the wheel, to follow the rules and things like that. That's not always so effective coming from someone standing up here in a suit or from your parents. And so research has shown that programs like this, when you guys hear this type of information coming from people your own age, that you're more likely to hear it and you're more likely to listen. So that's why this program, Teen in the Driver's Seat, is so important, because it's teens talking to teens. We'll give you the tools, we'll provide the funding, and then we're going to get out of the way. So the choices and habits new teen drivers make now will be the ones they carry with them behind the wheel for life. At this age, learning safe habits from each other can often be the most effective way to avoid tragedies on the road. None of us want to see another group of teens standing vigil by a roadside spot with candles memorializing a lost friend. So starting today, you really are in the driver's seat, both with this new program and for the rest of your life. Thank you.